live. We are live. Russell Wilson is now, ladies and gentlemen, he is now in the Big Apple, joining the Big Blue, the New York Football Giants. Interesting. And Stephon Diggs, he returns back to the AFC East, this time with the New England Patriots. And Micah Parsons, he just can't get enough of tweeting. My guys are ready, man. We hope you are. I got the dog. I got the MVP. Let's lock it in right here on The Real, the Sports Talk Show.
I can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah, so what's up? I told her move over, enough of that mediocre. I've been the man since cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer, ayy. Lot of heart, been smart, aura got a glow. We can restart, give head start, still get the same result. I'm about mine, don't you get it confused. I'ma win again, yeah, that's all that I do. I got that dog in me, yeah.
All right, man, we thank you guys so very much for being here with us on this Saturday afternoon. Just like the song Guess, we have the dog in us. Thank you guys for being here with us, man. Welcome to the Real Sports Talk Show, where we talk about the hottest news, what's going on, whether it's NBA, NFL, even a little bit of UFL as well, man. We you want it, and we will bring it to you, man. We will do our best to bring you some of the best analysis and opinions like never before. Even better than the guys over there on ESPN. Those guys over there, even better than them, man. Shout out to our sponsors over at SeatGeek, and get your discount. Get your discount on any concert tickets or sporting events. And Bonfire.com, the official home of the Real Sports Podcast merchandise, man. Of course, we got those hoodies, man. It's starting to get hot outside, so you better get them while they really, really cheap. We got hoodies, hats, t-shirts, and all that. Hats like this here, courtesy of the Real Sports podcast, man. And you can get your favorite NFL team bracelet, beaded bracelet over at Lokai.com. Use promo code Real Sports Podcast and get 20% off any bracelet on that website. Any bracelet, man. So it's going to run you around about $14, $15 to cop it. So, hey, that's a good discount, man, courtesy of the Real to Sports Podcast. Now, we're doing all the talking. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why you are here to hear these two gentlemen right here, he is, ladies and gentlemen, the OG. The OG is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. The very first podcast MVP, matter of fact, the first undisputed champ, longest reigning NFL trivia champ. This man is a Hall of Famer residing over there in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He is part of those mighty Minnesota Vikings. He is the legendary,
What's going on, people? Glad y'all tuning in today on this lovely spring day. It's a lot of pollen out there, so y'all need to come on in and tune in with us for a couple. I thought about y'all this morning. I was outside this morning sowing my seeds for my beautiful flowers, and I thought about y'all in the podcast. We 2 weeks of free agency done passed by, and we haven't had nobody in the live chat. Nobody. Gronk, all your boys, you done disappeared. I'm disappointed in you. I really am, man. Come on now. You're supposed to come over here, rep your team, let us critique your team. Maybe we can give you the insights and outsides of your own team.
Get him.
But y'all need to come on here and step it up, man. Step it up, man. You know, you got to sow your seed so you can make it in January. So you can make it in January, like Rock and the host. Well, like me, you know. Let me take that back. Like me. And so, you know, I want y'all to come on in, man. Let's do this thing. You know what I'm saying? And Rock and host. You know what I'm saying? Rock and host. I think it's just like Kendrick Lamar said. Maybe they're just not like us.
Oh, Dale, tell her. For free.
I can dig it.
You done dropped the ballers, baby.
Like that.
The dog done dropped the ballers. I wish I could play it. That's crazy. Let's go. The dog that dropped the Kendrick Lamar ball on us. You hear that, Shannon Sharp? You're not like us.
That's right.
Oh man, hey boy, never a dull day when the dog is around, boy. Never a dull day. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the OG. All right, next up, man. Everybody know who he is. Oh yeah, everybody knows who he is. Let's go.
I appreciate that.
Two-time NFL trivia champion, 3-time NBA trivia champion. He is the current. He represent Duval, baby, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the defending NBA champion, Boston Celtics. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the 2024 Ritter Sports Podcast MVP. He's the #1 man in the company. He is Rockstar.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And like I always say, good evening, good morning. However, everybody out there, it's a glorious day today. Q Dog then woke some people up with the and he's been, and I agree with him, man. He's been letting our people know out there that's been a part of the chat and been a part of our family for a good while now to come on back out. So it's all well deserving on that end. So let's just get ready to do this show. I'm ready.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. The dog looking for y'all. Beware. Beware of the dog.
I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing come fantasy football time in the fantasy chat.
Come out and shit.
Let it go.
Mark, what's up, Mark? Maybe if you put that in the title online, folks.
There you go.
Oh, challenge. OG is goated for that. That Kendrick Lamar. End it. Yeah, I could have ended the show right there, boy. Q said they not like us.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That was strike 2. He went to strike 3 this week, man. He's like, man, I'm gonna call these people out.
Call them out, bro.
Yeah.
Call them out.
It's due. It's due.
What's up? What was that?
Huh?
Where the dogs at, bro? Where they at? Come on now.
It's due. I mean, them guys was coming out when they teams was winning. We ain't hearing from them since they teams been on that opposite side of the.
You know what
I'm saying?
See you early. So you can make it in January. Come on, baby. Come on in here.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, boy, I agree with what Rock said. You come out when you winning now. Come on now, when you winning, you come out now. Y'all want to come to my one? Q, you want to get it one more time? You want to get it one more time, Q?
Huh?
You want to call them out one more time?
I done called them out enough. They heard me. Come on out the darkness, bro. Drunk, all your boys. Where the live chat at, bro? Come on, man. We need you.
Yeah. Oh, red, where y'all at, man? Ready,
Man, what, bro? I'm calling y'all. I'm putting cases out every last one of you. Come on out. I know my hater. I knew he was gonna show up. I knew he
to
You best believe that one. He gonna show up.
Mark
So
gonna be
number one
there. Micah hater. All right.
Good opening. I like that.
You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it, bro. You gotta love it. Y'all better come out, man. The MVP done called you. Now the dog done got at you. Y'all come on out now. Come on out. Come on out. All right, man. We're gonna start this show off, man. Again, thank you guys for being here with us, man. These two men right here are going to entertain you guys like they knew they're gonna do it the best way they know how. Just show them some love at the end of the show, please, ladies and gentlemen, as we get going. First thing in the news, man, the hottest thing what's going on in the NFL right now is the New York Giants have now signed veteran Super Bowl quarterback Russell Wilson. Oh, boy, when I see this, this was like, somewhere in Queens, New York, there's a guy by the name of D-Rec that's probably watching right now. If you're watching, D-Rec, show your face, show your face, show your face. But D-Rec is watching right now, and boy, I know you're pretty happy. I know you're pretty happy. You got Russell Wilson. Where you at? Where you at there? Where you at? Somewhere. I know you're watching, bro. Tell me, have you seen him? But New York Giants quarterback Russell Wilson, he said, I quote, I expect to be the starter. For a second straight offseason, Russell Wilson has signed a 1-year contract with a team seeking an experienced starter. He expects to man that role with the Giants in 2025, regardless of what they do in April's draft, where they hold number 3 overall pick. This is a quote. Yeah, I expect to be the starter and come in here and be ready to rock and roll every day, Wilson said in a via Zoom interview during his introductory news conference on Wednesday. You've got to lead. I think this team is looking for someone to lead them in every way, in terms of the process, off season, during the season, our habits and our thought process, and how we create a great winning culture, and how do we continue to establish that, and to really build on all the things we do well, and the things we continue to need to do. And so I think the big part for me is just to try. It's my 14th year to be able to lead an amazing group of men that really have big hopes and goals and dreams and desires, and we all share the same goal. And so I think that this is the best part of it is I get to be around a lot of extremely talented guys. Let me read this. All right, computer, chill out. All right. It's clear Wilson's relishes the idea of joining the Giants as an established veteran and leading voice in the locker room that could use some guidance on that side of the ball, especially under center. Time will tell whether his teammates take to him, but the always optimistic Wilson laid out his plans this is crazy, explicitly Wednesday, and then shy from the fact that New York likely isn't finished remodeling the position group this offseason. He said this, and I quote, "It's the last thing. Listen, I think that every NFL team nowadays has 2 or 3 quarterbacks, usually 3 nowadays. And so right now we have Tommy DeVito and Jameis Winston and myself, and we're just excited to get to work," Wilson said after one of my questions regarding New York potentially drafting a quarterback. So let's start with the reigning MVP here. Russell Wilson to the New York Giants, man. Do you like it, love it, or hate it?
All right, well, first off, before I get on this topic, my Jacksonville Jaguars have been better than the New York Giants and any other team that's been out there, other team that's been like on that in that fringe of not being good franchises over the last 17 years. I hate when Stephen A. Smith brings that up on ESPN.
Yeah, I heard him say that. Yeah, I heard
secondly, we got to ask Q-Dog about an APB being put out on D-Rack because we ain't heard from him since week 1 of last season. So, you know, we
Vikings,
we hoping he's still out there somewhere, you know, maybe. But thirdly, on this topic, I don't like it. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it for the Giants. I hate it for Russell Wilson because Russell Wilson, you could have stayed with Pittsburgh and you could at least won some games this season. Now you go on there. This might be, you know what I mean? He's still getting paid from, I think is he still getting paid some of his salary from Denver from leaving there, right? Because he had that big salary from there.
$39 million.
So I think this is a 1-year deal for him there with the Giants, just like with Jameis. And my thing is, what are you showing the people that's the season ticket holders for the New York Football Giants? Because you showing them that you don't have a direction about where you're gonna go with your franchise for the future. Because you got 3 guys, you got a former Super Bowl winning quarterback, and you got a journeyman in Jameis Winston, and you got a guy in Danny. I'm saying I was about to say Danny DeVito. Excuse me, Tommy DeVito. My bad. His game on the field is that short, so that's why.
Got him.
But
dang.
you know what I'm saying? Keep focus. Let me focus back in.
You good, bro? No, right on time.
But anyways, I just feel like they showing their fans that they don't have no type of direction going forward. Because even if you draft the best player available, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with the franchise? The best player available on the board ain't the person that's going pretty much put your franchise in the best place it needs to be. And y'all playing the NFC East, where the 3 quarterbacks in front of them that they got to see twice a year are proven quarterbacks. They didn't win the division title. Dak Prescott didn't win a division title. I mean, Jaden Daniels ain't won it yet, but you know he didn't play in a game that was for the division title and played in a game that was in the NFC Championship game. So he's proven, he's shown people that he's a proven quarterback for that division for years to come. And we just seen what Jalen Hurts did in the Super Bowl, and he had a good Super Bowl appearance prior to the one that just happened. So to me, I really hate it. Like, you know, the Giants, you know, they one of the biggest franchises in the NFL, been around for over 100 years. They won Super Bowls and had great coaching, great Hall of Fame players. And to me, I just feel like they're failing their city. They're failing that state and their city. I mean, well, they don't play in New York, but they play in New Jersey. But they fell in the franchise for me. That's just how I feel.
With that being said, because I noticed you brought up the other teams in the NFC East. It's very.
How they gonna compete?
How? Like with this.
Their quarterback next year, and next year's. This is just how I feel. If you don't draft Shedeur Sanders or try to, if Cam Ward to me, I feel like the Titans going to draft Cam Ward. You know, they need a quarterback. So, you know, and the guys that's in, I think Cleveland and I think the Giants pick 3rd, right? So depending on whoever Cleveland picks at number 2, if they go quarterback or if they go the best player available, if they pick the best player available, the Giants, you got to pick a quarterback because there's no quarterback in next year's draft to me that is better than Shedeur that's coming out next year. That's going to college. That's going to be a quarterback in college this upcoming season. That's better than Shedeur Sanders. That and to me, I feel like with the Giants, if you just picking these guys up to try to escape through this season.
That's my question. That was my question.
I hate that. Like you're not proven for the future.
So you think the Giants they not really looking towards the future? They looking for
because even if they draft Travis Hunter, well, you know what I'm saying? What they're gonna do? They're gonna try to get rid of one of the quarterbacks to try to get back in the draft. Shador Sanders gonna be gone by then because somebody else that needs a quarterback gonna see the value and gonna pick him up.
You know, you have a great point because they only signed a guy for 1 year.
Yeah.
What?
You signed 2 guys for 1 year.
For 1 year, like, yeah. I totally get where you're coming at. I totally get where you're coming at.
Next thing you know, Russell Wilson gonna be on Dancing with the Stars.
I can see it, man. I can definitely see that coming to the point where he just go ahead and just retire. Because so is this my last question? Is it a disrespect to Russell Wilson? You think? I mean, he looks a little bit chippy here. He wants to be the leader, but bro, you only here for 1 year.
I mean, I don't think it's disrespect. I mean, I feel like, the tenure that he had in Denver and how some of the reports came out about how he was being entitled because, you know, he was, you know, everybody know he got drafted to Seattle. He beat out Matt Flynn, who got a big time free agent deal from them. He beat him out and became the starter, won Super Bowl, took him to Super Bowl, you know, played in big games for the Seattle Seahawks. But then when he got the chance to actually be a free agent and, you know, sign a big deal and he went to Denver, they felt as though like when he was in Denver, he had a sort of entitlement and his play on the field didn't show it. And now that everybody knows wherever he go, you know, Denver's pretty much taking care of some of that salary. So right now, I mean, they're looking at it whether or not is his mind and body and soul still in the game of football. Because if that was the case, he could have resurrected his second chapter of his career in Denver. Who knows if Bo Nix would be in Denver right now if Russell Wilson would have played up to par with that contract, or who knows whether or not him and Sean Payton just didn't work out. But I mean, you know, that's just my point of view on the whole situation.
That's a hell of a point. I totally
you can kind of tell how players play on the field is, you know, and you know, you can tell a player not doing so well. It's like, yo, it's more there. Because you know what I'm saying? He looked a different way playing for Pittsburgh in this 1 year. Than he did his last year playing for Denver.
Right.
And he didn't have bad stats when he played for Denver. I mean, he turned the ball over his first year there, but that second year there in Denver, he honed in more into his craft. And last year I seen he played better. To me, I felt like he should have just stayed in Pittsburgh. If he was going to sign a 1 year deal, you should have stayed there and tried to win. But you know,
he would have been the guy. Like,
I don't know.
Get it. I don't get it. He would have been the guy. Like, he would have been the guy because
he'd have been the guy there. He wouldn't have had to beat out nobody.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on, man. Mark got a question for you. He said, why draft a young quarterback when your coach is on the fringe of being fired? Good question.
Okay, the reason I would say you would draft a young coach is because draft a young quarterback is because of the simple fact is even though like he said, the coach may be on the fringe of being fired, but has the coach gotten a chance to actually draft the successor? The organization chose to give Daniel Jones the actual money instead of paying Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? So Brian Daboll never got the chance to actually pick the quarterback or the guy that he wanted. He always had to go the route which was best for the team and be handed with the guy that was there, which was Daniel Jones. Mark, you do remember they did pay Daniel Jones money, and they just cut that brother in the middle of the season or something like that. You know, so to me, his job ain't gonna be on the line until, you know what I'm saying, he's go out there and pretty much show that with a quarterback that he's drafted. Russell Wilson and them guys, they can go out there and win 10 games for him. And the Giants can still probably fire him at the end of the day because what he may put on, him not drafting a guy for the future. So that's how I feel about it. To answer Mark's question.
Yeah, man, that's a hell of a point, man. That's a hell of a point again.
Either way, his job on the line. Whether he keep the guys he got or draft the successor, and the successor becomes if he drafts a guy, or say he drafts Shedeur Sanders, and the Giants go and win the division, or at least are competitive enough to make the playoffs. I don't think they fire Brian Daboll. Because he's shown the organization here, this is what we did. We made a step forward. We got a proven guy at the quarterback position. Now next year, let's go compete for the division or compete for NFC championship.
Ooh, with the Giants,
to me, I feel like they didn't give him enough time because he had to be stuck with Daniel Jones.
Yeah, which. Daniel Jones said, "Damn, man, I got the hell out of there."
You asked Brian Daboll, he probably said, "You should have paid Saquon and got a new guy."
Yeah, that was a train wreck. I think Daniel Jones hit the parachute at the right time. Got the hell out of there. Because
we gonna see when he play for the Colts this year.
Oh yeah, you get to see him. You're gonna get to see him. OG, my man, the OG. Russell Wilson is now the quarterback. Do this right now, because we don't know which way the draft is going to go and who they're going to draft. But Russell Wilson right now is the quarterback right now for the New York Giants. Do you like it, love it, or hate
it? First of all, I'm going to go outside the question of something I want to talk about. This is the first time that we have 4 black quarterbacks in the same division. This is Black history. So I want to celebrate that first. I always want to acknowledge Black history. That's the first time. Would I like it, love it, or hate it? I mean, the thing about it, we talk about every year, we're talking about teams trying to find a quarterback from whether we're going to plug in a veteran, where we're going to get somebody out the draft. So to me, it says it's hard to really find a franchise quarterback that's going to give you 10 plus years, or someone of a Tom Brady type quarterback that's going to bring in multiple championships. That's what every team wants. This is a hard thing to find. Really is. We take chances on quarterbacks that's been successful in other teams and become free agency and think we can put them in our teams and they can be successful. So we just don't know. We just don't know. For this situation, what I'm saying right here is that they're kind of like in the same. It's mighty ironic that them and Pittsburgh going through the same thing when we're talking about far as. And so what happens is, when Pittsburgh had Ben Roethlisberger and when New York Giants had Eli Manning, they failed to address the situation of having a future quarterback when they leave. They failed to do that. It's showing right now. It's showing right now. I mean, Eli been gone a long time.
Yeah.
And then you look at Ben Roethlisberger, he been gone maybe 3 years or something like that. Maybe 4, something like that, 4 years. And they still got this question mark hanging on the quarterback. So you have to, there's no way, you have to keep addressing this till you get it right. Because that's the key position in the team. Yep. You have to keep addressing, there's no way of knowing it. So Russell Wilson coming in, he's just a plug-in. He's just someone to come in to keep the team stable. Maybe hopefully they can win mid-season wins. I don't see him as someone that's going to take you to the promised land. I just can't see it. I see that those days are gone with Russell Wilson. He had that in Seattle. I don't know if it's maybe him being married to Ciara and her children, and when you're married to a successful woman like that, and she's traveling and you're traveling, and family being homeschooled, that's a lot of stress on someone. And so, to me, I think that you might see the results as far as him going to Denver, as far as him going to Pittsburgh, that you could see maybe a decline in his game as far as not the same game that we seen in Seattle. everybody's still hoping and rubbing this genie lamp, hoping we see the old Russell Wilson. The old Russell Wilson is gone. You might see flares of them. Don't get me wrong. You might see flares of them, but you're not going to see that Russell Wilson you've seen in Seattle. No, right. You're not going to see it. Right. So that's right. To me, I must say for now, I hate it because, but they have no choice. They have no choice, really, because they got to fill the position, and you can't go in with those two quarterbacks they got with Jameis Winston. You know how he gonna do, you know, and then I mind Jameis Winston, but everybody know he gonna throw them in the interceptions. Everybody know it. That never changed in this game. So we're talking about getting to the promised land or getting to an AFC championship, and when you got to fight with everybody in the AFC conference, I don't think they got enough. Russell Wilson's not going to be enough. You got premier receivers, but you got one receiver, not a good running back. Your defensive front is good. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but they always been predicated on good defense. And Dayball has to draft a quarterback this year. There's no way of looking around it. I mean, there's no way of looking around it because you know Russell Wilson, you got him on 1 year contract. You got Jameis Winston on 1 year contract. What you're saying, these are just players that come in and just plug in.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what they need to do is everybody need to take a page out of Green Bay Packers playbook when they did Favre and when they did Aaron Rodgers or when they Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love. When you get these quarterbacks in like that, these are the franchise quarterbacks that's going to leave you 10 plus years. You get a person in there, a veteran in there, and groom these people. You can't keep coming this way. You can't keep coming this way and get these veteran quarterbacks in and not have a future. Because you're going to be right back at point A. Come next year, you back at point A. And what you going to do? You know what I'm saying? Einstein said it best. What did he say? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result is what?
All the time.
Insanity.
All the time.
Insanity.
It's insanity. You can't keep doing it. It does not work. It does not work. Then you got Aaron Rodgers, and I'm tired of hearing that, sitting in the waist wing. He waiting to get on the Minnesota bandwagon because he knows that's a team that's complete, that will complete him. And so these veteran quarterbacks coming in, and it says a lot about these young quarterbacks coming in. Are we gonna see these type of quarterbacks like the Russell Wilsons, the Aaron Rodgers come through the door? Are we gonna see these guys come in and able to take the baton? That's what we want to see. But we got to keep holding on to these old ass quarterbacks, 14, 15, 16, 18 years old, 19 years in the fucking league because we don't know what these young quarterbacks can do.
Yep.
We don't know what they can do. You know, and to me, you know, football is changing. Yep. It's changing. It's changing to the point where we don't know. Besides Pat Mahomes, are we gonna see a quarterback that can lead their team to a multiple Super Bowl? And I know that's the truth, though. So whatever, come on, leave it alone, let it go, baby. All right. Besides Pat Mahomes, we're getting quarterbacks in here that we're hoping maybe they can lead us to multiple championships. But you got to have someone come in that you think, that you know there's a franchise. And like I say, I hate it, but they got to draft a quarterback this year. They cannot look around it. If you're looking around, you're going to look stupid. If you don't draft a quarterback, you're going to be stupid. I'll take that dart boy. I'll take him. They're not talking a whole lot. They're not talking a whole lot about him, but he has the potential. If you can get the right, like to me, like Kevin O'Connor says the best. Quarterbacks don't fail systems. Systems fail quarterbacks.
Bingo.
You got to get a quarterback coach that can get these young players in here that can understand. You can understand. You can tweak them here and tweak them there. Get them out of that college game. Get them into the pro game and a situational game where they can be groomed for the NFL. A lot of these coaches can't do that. They just can't do it.
That's why I like John Gruden's whole quarterback.
John Gruden. Yeah, John Gruden, man. You know, you need these type of damn coaches for these young quarterbacks coming in, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sean Payton. Yeah. You know, he got your boy Bo Nix. He got him right.
Holy moly, he do. He sure do.
He got him right. You got them right.
You got them right.
Right.
Sure do.
But you need someone like that. Someone who has a pedigree of Sean Payton that coached NFL pro caliber Hall of Famer and Drew Brees. They've been married together for 10 plus years. So he know what he doing. You can't get these young these coaches in here like Dayball. They just know offense. They don't know how to coach quarterbacks.
There you go.
And so that's where we see the fallen young quarterbacks coming in because we don't have coaches that don't know how to coach quarterbacks. Russell Wilson always been proven he ain't got to do much with him. But what about the young man that's coming in? You're going to draft. You're going to have somebody that's going to grow that man. But if you don't, he's going to fail.
He's going to fail.
He's going to fail, man. He's going to fail. So, I'm really tired of seeing it. It's really not on the quarterbacks. It's on these damn coaches.
Yep.
It's on these coaches. It's not on them.
It's
not on them. You draft these damn quarterbacks in here, and you need to get them ready for the NFL and prepare to be a championship quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Joe Montana ain't coming back through that door. Terry Bradshaw ain't coming back through that damn door. It ain't. Ben Roethlisberger ain't coming back. Dan Marino ain't coming back.
Yeah, we need. I
don't know. I just don't know if these type of quarterbacks are built right, like those old school quarterbacks that came in. I just don't. They need a special type of grooming, but they have to. There's no excuse my language. There's no way that they can get around this draft without drafting one.
Yeah, then
they got to get one, man.
You so right. Let me go to the live. Let's go back to. You said Washington did the same thing with Jay Gruden and fired him. Haskins rookie year. Look at how they read Caleb Williams and Justin Fields and Baker Mayfield and Josh. Oh God, that's a good point, Mark. That's a good point. At least with Pittsburgh, they've been trying to draft a guy that just keep drafting bust. Mason Rudolph gonna turn around though. Philly G, what's up, Philly? Philly G's in the building. Philly G, go Birds. Giants can be good with Russell, but nah. OG, they could go after Brady Cook. Not bad. Derek Carr and Baker Mayfield were built the right way, OG. Yeah.
Man, you said Derek Carr one more time.
but yeah, I agree. I agree with the dog, man. Those quarterbacks that he named in the past, they had quarterback coaches, man. They had quarterback coaches, and it took them to the next level. And you particularly named Q, and I agree with you. You particularly named a guy by the name of Drew Brees, who started with the Chargers, and the Chargers got rid of him because he was just too little. And then he goes to New Orleans, wins a Super Bowl with a mastermind like Sean Payton, and then now Drew Brees is second all time and second, third all time in touchdowns.
Plus he had rotator cuff surgery in San Diego.
Yeah,
he tore his rotator cuff up.
Yeah,
he's second in completion percentage all time.
This dude got the most 5,000 yard seasons I've ever seen.
Over 70,000 yards. You get with a coach like that, or Sean Payton like that, a mastermind that came out of Dallas up under the Belichick tree, not the Belichick, but the Bill Parcells tree. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Came up under that tree. You know, you to me, I see like David Cannell, for the Carolina Panthers. You know what I'm saying? He was a quarterback. He got Baker Mayfield right down. Want to help him get that big contract down in Tampa Bay. Yeah, we need quarterback coaches, man. You need more of those. They're going to get these young boys right. If you don't have them, man, because Russell Wilson, he ain't the future. We know he ain't the future. He just hanging around on the limb, man. Look how he done went to Denver, went to Pittsburgh. Now he going to teams that just desperately need quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when they find somebody, his ass gone. He done. He has to stick a fork in him. He knows it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You out of here. They're hanging on a limb, bro. They're on the outside looking in. Well, he just got in. That's what they were. They was on the outside looking in, but they're not the future. We know this. They're not the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so to me, I'm getting. To me, I enjoyed how they played, how they were when their glory years, but we got to get these young players in here to pass the torch on, and hopefully they can play on a level that these great Hall of Fame quarterbacks played on. But really, man, we're just getting tired of seeing them hang around. You know, I mean, they're just. I mean, to me, if you take someone like that, to me, it's telling me that. I mean, to me, you don't know what you're doing. You're desperate. You're hanging. You're just clueless. You don't have no franchise quarterback, and you have to take a chance on somebody this draft. What you gonna do? Don't take somebody another position. Then next thing you know, you got the same problem next year. You have to take a quarterback and get not only it's not the quarterback you take, it's the person. It is the personnel that you have to groom this young man. Bring somebody in if you can't do it. So you can stop going through this carousel on what you're doing because you haven't had nothing since Eli Manning. You haven't had nothing.
You had nothing.
That's a long ass time.
A long time. Let me translate to what the dog is saying is what he's saying is he's tired of seeing the same old guys like Aaron Rodgers and a guy like Russell Wilson. Those guys, Russell Wilson last Super Bowl was what, 2014? No.
20. You're right. They beat Pittsburgh.
They beat Denver. No. Yeah, they beat Denver. They beat Denver. He only got one Super Bowl, Russell Wilson.
Oh, I thought you said Aaron Rodgers. My bad.
No, that was like 20. Oh, yeah. See, but anyway, those guys have won. And we got to put Super Bowl winning quarterback to get back what the dog is saying is those guys are just hanging around. Like Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, he's 36 years old. He's 36. So time is running out. And your name as Russell Wilson, every time you lose or every team that you go to now you're beginning to be a journeyman. B, now your name's starting to devalue little by little. When you was in Denver, devalue. Pittsburgh, devalue. Now you with the Giants, who's not a successful team as it is. It's going to go down. It's going because now you're in a division with the Washington Commanders, who's an up-and-coming team, and you with the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. You what? And to top it all off, to put a ribbon on this, the Giants ain't beat the Cowboys in 3 years. 3 years. Russell Wilson is not he's not, to me, I don't think he's a needle mover for the Giants.
No, I don't think. I think to me, I think it's just something. If he does get them to the middle of the pack or whatever, and then what happens next year? You get this quarterback. I mean, you got him on 1 year contract, and then him and James Winston, then you drop right back down to where you was in the beginning of this year. Yeah. You know, I mean, to me, I just think that. To me, I just think, you know, it's just getting ridiculous. And he coming in making these speeches like this, like they're just hoping that he still has some of that Seattle Russell Wilson in his blood vein. He don't have that no more. That's gone.
That's gone. And they're trying to hold on to it, Q. That's why they're still trying to hold on to Green Bay Aaron Rodgers. No, it's over. It's over. We see that. We see that when Devontae came to the Jets. They try to, Devontae's back with the Jets. They finna do what they did. No. No. It happened in Wisconsin, but not in New York.
I don't want to see this.
No good.
I'd rather see them quarterback now. I'd rather see them get a rookie quarterback because we know how the Giants are. They're on the bottom of this damn division. We know that. So get a rookie quarterback and we can look at it better that it'll grow. Why grow with Russell Wilson? Is it going to go right back down? He's not going to take him to the top. It's going to go right back down next year because he's going to be gone. Take the rookie and go ahead and throw him in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get your rookie home in there, bro, and groom them.
Hey, Q, Mark said, I know this might be hard to believe, OG, but not every team can be built like the Vikings. Skol, baby.
Well, everybody ain't got KOC. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coach of the year.
Yeah.
I might add, Mark. Thank
you. But you know, to end it though, man, you know, I agree with both of you guys. Both of you guys said that Shedeur should be headed towards the Giants, and they just need to let Russell. They have to get.
He said he didn't say Shedeur. He said they should draft a
quarterback. A quarterback. You said Shedeur.
He said Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart. Whoever it is, it's a young quarterback.
It don't matter. I don't care who they get. They have to get somebody. Get them in their room. They never moved on this Russell Wilson deal because it's not gonna go nowhere. It's not gonna go nowhere. Start the rookie and let Russell Wilson be your second string so he can groom him. And then when the rookie mess up or he get hurt, then you plug in Russell Wilson. Stop going the other way around.
Yeah,
you can't. It's not working.
Yeah, because you trying to the Giants. We all know one of the worst teams in the league. They in order to start it, they got to rebuild. They got to hit the reset button immediately. Because again, I just said that you are in the division with the upcoming Commanders, and you are in the same division as the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. You are in the same division, and you ain't beat the Cowboys in 3 years. So just getting Russell, and now they can look. I think this is what, and I'm gonna shut up. This is what I think the Giants are doing now. They're doing like this. We got Russell Wilson, so all right, let's play. No, you need more. You need more, because again, you ain't beat the Cowboys in 3 years, bro.
They still
you gotta beat them. You gotta beat them in order to come on.
Televised games too.
Like the plan Sam Donald was gonna be the backup to JJ McCarthy. That was the plan. Until he got hurt. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That was the plan. That we weren't gonna make Sam Donald start in front of JJ McCarthy. He was our future. So we're gonna throw the future in there.
Throw him in there.
You gotta stop this type of. You gotta stop this type of carousel, man. This stuff don't work. It don't work.
It's just like birds. Throw them off and let's let them fly. Let them go. Let them go.
But you're planting a seed with the young fella. Yeah, you know your first year ain't gonna be nothing. You might see a little growth potential in the second year, but you're growing for potential of a future quarterback. This man ain't gonna be around.
How would you don't know if you don't try?
I mean, but I got piggyback on that though, because you brought up Mahomes, right? Mahomes didn't start his first year at Kansas City. He came off the bench for Alex Smith, who was a proven quarterback. So, I mean, maybe the Giants might want to go that way. There's some teams that have gone that route. And we seen what Patrick Mahomes has done since he didn't got the reins. So, it works. And then it's not
going to work in this because he don't have nothing. There's nothing there for the Giants. That team is not built right. They don't have he got one dog receiver, and that's it. On offense, that's it. Nothing else. Then on defense, the defense is pretty strong, the front line is pretty strong, or whatever, but he doesn't have a complete team that like right there on the level of an AFC championship. They're not there. And he can't get you there by himself. He can't do it.
They got a good running back too. They don't need
Was he the one player they need to get them to the AFC championship? Is that what they need?
We talking about the Giants. You said the Giants need to draft a running back.
I'm saying, one player. Most time, if you got a team that's peaking, you bring in a certain player, and that's going to get you over the hump to get you to the AFC championship. Can he? Are they sitting right on the bubble of AFC championship?
Who?
I'm asking you. The Giants, are they?
Are they sitting on the bubble of an NFC championship?
They're not even sitting on the bubble of 5 wins.
Then the AFC championship game.
The Giants
AFC. The NFC. Are they on the NFC on the bubble of
I mean,
heck no. Heck no.
No. But I'm telling you,
every year though.
but he got a long ass way to go. The man been in the league for 14 years. Why do you think Aaron Rodgers sitting there waiting on us? Because the team is built right. He don't want to go nowhere else. The team is built right, man. And all he got to do, he could be the old Aaron Rodgers without doing a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Russell, he got to do a lot of stuff. He got to do a lot. It ain't in him to do all that. They're going to run him raggedy, man. This probably make him retire right here, this year right here. This will make him retire.
Dancing with the stars.
He said dancing with the stars, bro. God,
celebrity sing, that show that come on.
Yeah. I see Emmitt Smith. Terrell Owens been on there.
Yeah,
you right though.
He gonna be frustrated. He gonna be a frustrated. He gonna be a frustrated quarterback. He gonna be frustrated.
Oh yeah. All right. We're gonna stay up north. This time we're gonna go to the AFC as the New England Patriots, man. The New England Patriots. Head coach Mike Vrabel on signing new wide receiver Stephon Diggs. He said, and I quote, "There's a play style to him that I've always appreciated." Stephon Diggs' knee injury threw him into a realm of uncertainty. He hasn't encountered since he entered the NFL as a 5th-round pick in 2015. Those worries didn't dissuade the Patriots from pursuing him. Diggs signed a 3-year, $69 million deal, confirmed his standing in the NFL as a playmaker, and while he's headed towards his 32nd birthday in November, his new coach sees plenty of value in Diggs, especially in how he can help promising quarterback Drake May. This is a quote. Just trying to make sure we're supporting Drake and supporting the football team, Vrabel said of signing Diggs during an appearance on the Green Light with Chris Long podcast. This is a highly competitive, confident receiver that has produced throughout his career in multiple ways. Play style. He's got a play strength to him that you see. He can play physical. He can play physical route craft. Good at catch point. Good in the red zone. And there's a play style to him that I've always appreciated and that he wanted to contribute to enhance and make sure that he's doing things to help us. His conversation demeanor, his attitude, his presence have been great through our conversations. Hopefully, we can continue to add good players. With the power of roughly $120 million in cap space at their disposal, New England has been collecting notable talent throughout the offseason. Diggs followed the likes of defensive tackle Milton Williams, linebacker Robert Spillane, edge rushers Harold Landry, and Clevon Chason, offensive tackle Morgan Moses, and center Garrett Bradbury, among many others, to New England. Whether the Patriots are attempting to transform one of the most talented, deficient rosters into a competitive group. Oh boy, let's go back to the dog here, because the dog, you know Stephon Diggs, you drafted him, so you know everything about this guy, even though that was like eons ago. Stephon Diggs now is let me get the Russell Wilson off. The Stephon Diggs is now with the New England Patriots, and as you know, the Patriots has been sweeping up this whole offseason, man. They have been really the number one guys that's making the noise as far as the free agency. But now they have a guy like Stephon Diggs, and you know him very, very well. 31 years old, just coming off an injury with the Houston Texans, and he is now the number one receiver now with the New England Patriots. Your thoughts on Stephon Diggs signing with the New England Patriots? Is it a big pickup or not a big pickup?
Not one. Definitely bad pickup. Let's pay them that kind of money too, because they got the bag and they can do it. It's just like someone getting their taxes and they got a bunch of money and they buying a bunch of stuff out there, knowing that you can do it because you got the money. My thing is this: I admire the moves that they're making because they got the money to do it. It kind of reminds me of Carolina Panthers when they first became a franchise. They had all that money and went out and got all these old players and was successful immediately. I just don't think this is well beyond the number one receiver. Definitely a number two. To me, he is a cancer to every team that he goes to. So he's going to get in your quarterback head sometime during the season. I mean, I don't understand why you don't see the talent, but we see the talent. These teams see the talent, but they don't see the problem. I mean, why ignore the talent over the problem? Or no, the problem over the talent. Sooner or later, this man is going to cause chaos with your quarterback and your team. Now that you got him in the mindset to think he's the number one, which he's not a number one, so he wants to be played like a number one. So when he goes against all the other players play against all the other receivers in the league, in the AFC, or Hill and all these other boys, he wants to shine just like them. So he's going to demand that rock. And I just think it's a bad move to me. We all know the history of Diggs. I mean, bad pickup, man. Very bad pickup.
Very bad pickup. So now, but he returns now to the AFC East. He played for the Buffalo Bills as well. But my thing with this, Q, my question to you now is, now that all these pickups, what New England has picked up, all these acquisitions, can they compete, or will they compete with the Buffalo Bills, who've won that division 5 years in a row?
Maybe not this year. Even though you pick up all this talent, you got to have chemistry. You got to have chemistry. They haven't played with each other. It's just the talents come from different places. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's about chemistry. The type coaches that you have. Like I said, it still fall back to the coaches. The coaches got to take this talent and mold it in a way where it's gonna work. It's gonna work. And the only thing that helped the New England Patriots, they just got the bag. They got the biggest bag of anybody in the damn league. So they're gonna get these top 10 because they're going for the money.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? They're going for the money, so that's why they're gonna have the talent like that. But can you put this team together and make that talent gel? Mm-hmm. I don't think you can do it in one season. Mm-hmm. I don't think you can. It looks good on paper. Don't get me wrong. Everything look good on paper.
Yeah.
But can the coaches now, once we got them in there, can the coaches, it's their job.
Right.
To make this work, make all this talent work, make all these dollars make sense.
That's a lot of pickups that they got. A lot. They
got to make it work. And so, to me, I liked all the picks except for this one. I felt like this one is you trying to make this man the number one. This man has a diva mentality, man. And then he's gonna be facing Buffalo twice a year. Yeah. That's gonna be him and Josh Allen. He gonna want to shine. He's not a team first guy to me.
Yeah.
But he would be better off as a number two at this stated point in his career.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
To me, since you made this move, what they pick at in the draft?
Third. No, second. No. Shit. First. Ain't it first? My mind's all blank.
The Titans pick first.
No, Titans first.
Cleveland second.
Pick fourth.
New England second.
Fourth.
They fourth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if they pick a fourth, get that big ass wide receiver out there, Arizona. Get him. Make him your number one target. That's all you need now. Make him number two.
Oh, I hope we get
that big receiver out of Arizona.
Yeah,
then you got something that make it work with, but don't make this man a number one. You're gonna have problems. Okay, he might feel some type of way if you go out there and get that big receiver. But that's what I would do. To compliment him, make him a number two, man. Make him a number 2.
Yeah, because
but if you don't get the number 2 beside him, that team gonna be a disaster on offense.
Yeah. See, when you get the age of 33, 34, you start to, as a wide receiver, you start to dwindle. And the only receiver I really seen that play at a high level was older was Tim Brown and Joey Galloway. Those guys, they was older. Jerry Rice, of course. You know, those guys was older, but they just had, I don't know, they just had it in them. They could play. It's a lot more. Larry Fitzgerald.
Man coming off of ACL. He coming off of ACL and all that.
Exactly.
I don't even understand why I don't even understand why they came at him coming off of ACL and make him a number 1.
Yeah. It seemed like this seemed like a Giants when they got Russell. It seemed like they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. And that's what it seemed. That's what it seemed like to me. I don't know.
This man right here, his resume speaks for itself. Every team that he left a bad taste in their mouth. If they had a chance to take him back, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. I mean, that's saying something. But not because his play, they just don't want his attitude.
Yeah.
They don't want it. This was a bad move, man. Especially with the money they gave. That was a bad move.
69. That's crazy.
Man, that was a bad move. Terrible move.
Okay. MVP.
A number 1 receiver. He ain't no number 1.
Right.
No.
Yeah, and he is now. So that's what they got.
Well,
that's what they paid for.
They ain't gonna show.
Yeah,
we'll see.
It's gonna show. MVP. Stephon Diggs signing with the New England Patriots, man. Was it a big pickup for the Patriots, or was it a bad pickup?
I mean, given the fact that looking at how they roster was last year, I don't think anybody can name a receiver on a roster last year.
Right.
I mean, as far as with a roster turnover, yes, because the Patriots in a win now mode, whereas though that they're not trying to go full rebuild with Drake May. They know they got a quarterback. Now it's building to compete with the other quarterbacks that got pieces around them. So I get it why they go out there, why they went out there and got a big name, and you know, like they could afford it and things of that nature as far as with they cap space, they cap room. But one thing I will say is that he didn't get paid wide receiver 1 money coming off a free agent market. He definitely got paid like we're not even gonna say here wide receiver 2. He got somewhere in the market of a wide receiver 3, if you want to say that. He's probably like the 3rd option. So I think they may go draft, wide receiver as far as with Travis Hunter or McMillan from Arizona that Q-Dog was talking about. And the thing about it, I will say, is that Mike Vrabel was a part of the Tennessee Titans that drafted A.J. Green when he came out of Ole Miss, that big body receiver that took the top off of the defenses. So that's not a bad assumption or a bad draft move as far as if you did want to go to get McMillan at number 1, because he will be able to be a big body receiver that can, like kind of like how Nico Collins is for the Houston Texans.
Oh boy, he's a dog.
Things of that nature can just move the chains and stretch the field and things of that nature. So I like the aspect of that they're in a win now mode, because they just came off a horrible losing season with their rookie quarterback. So, and we've all seen what happens when a quarterback comes in with a new regime off of having a bad rookie year. That team usually makes the playoffs. And to answer your second question, as far as with them competing in the AFC East or against Buffalo, yeah, I can see them competing against Buffalo in the AFC East, because who else is there? Miami and the Jets already showed you where they.
That was my next question.
Tua Tua's unproven to go get the AFC East crown.
Yes.
Justin Fields is on his third team and whatnot. So to me, I feel like it's up to New England and Buffalo as far as competing for the crown. And Mike Vrabel knows that. He had to put together a team that was going to be able to compete against Josh Allen and Buffalo Bills. Now, be in mind, I don't know if they may win the division, but I will say that they will compete because of their head coach and the fact that he is a part of some of that original Patriots way. Gerard Mayo was drafted in the Patriots way after Brady and them had won those Super Bowls. So he came in actually after Mike Vrabel and those guys. So I think a little bit of Belichick plus a little bit of his style of coaching will come out because he was a proven winner in Tennessee. So I don't see them not being no slouches this season. And as far as with Stephon Diggs being a wide receiver 1 and him being paid that money, I don't think he didn't get paid wide receiver 1 money. He got basically like the third option as far as money because of his, as we all know, his ACL injury. And I was surprised that they did take a chance on him, being the fact that he did come off of an ACL injury. And the money did surprise me as well, as far as like, this guy might be out for maybe the first 7 weeks of your season, sitting on bread. Like, how are you going to be able to how you going to be able to evaluate him when you bring him back in the fold, depending on how speedy his recovery is, and things of that nature. But I like what they're doing. I don't hate it. They're in a win now situation as far as with what they're trying to do. So I like what they're trying to do. They're not just trying to go full rebuild. They got a piece. They got a franchise. May I finish? Player in Drake May. And to me, I feel like the owner is putting this on them. Like, we need a win now. Forget a rebuild. We got our guy. Now let's just put the pieces around him, sprinkle a little bit of some guys that they can feel this depth in the draft. Because like you said, you can still build from the inside out. Even though they have veteran guys that's gonna be able to start those games. Like their line was horrible last year.
Yes.
Like getting veteran guys that you can get to, plug and play just for this 1 year to win you games. And then you got guys that you can draft that got good value. Because that's one thing I will say. Mike Vrabel, when he was in Tennessee, they O-line, in order for them to be able to block for Derrick Henry like that, he had to draft good offensive line. They D-line was like that too. So he knows how to draft within the trenches. So I like it. I like as far as what New England is going, as far as that they wanted to their mentality of they want to win now. The pick as far as with Stephon Diggs, they didn't have a good wide receiver before him, so who else is out there?
Who else?
They can pick up somebody from the UFL to come. You know what I'm saying? So
I would like to see the matchup now. All rock with him and Sauce. Again, him and Sauce. Benford. Yeah, Benford. Him and Benford for Buffalo. Benford is a scrappy dude. Cornerback, and then you got Jalen Ramsey. He's going to linger around,
and last season he didn't. Even though his season got cut short with Houston, we didn't hear too much about him when he was in Houston. He was a model citizen down there under.
There you go. But just because of Tank Dell, and what's her name, Nico.
But I'm saying as far as his attitude, Qdar brought up his diva mentality, his attitude and whatnot.
Oh, you know why?
I didn't see that in Houston last year, and maybe that's because of who his coaching was.
There you go.
But think about it. The coach for Houston, linebacker, took no nonsense.
Yep.
Where he going now? He going to be coached by a linebacker that took no nonsense. So I think he may be a model citizen because I think he feel as though like they gave him 3 years. So eventually, like you pay somebody 3 years, you pretty much know, all right, this guy's gonna be around for a few while. So let's see how long he gonna be a model citizen, because I think when he got traded to Houston, so he was still on that 1 year contract from when him being with Buffalo. So
3 years.
I mean, hey, that's the Patriot.
Yeah. That's the Patriot way. That's what they. I mean,
they usually get those guys and turn them into some of them guys that got problems outside of Chad Ochocinco,
Randy Moss.
Just
Randy Moss.
Get with it. Some of them guys that go up there that be big name guys, they turn out all right.
Yeah. We'll see if Drake May can get that ball to him. Q, you had something?
No, I was saying, to me, I mean, the Stephon Diggs is a big reach to me. So, it's just someone who has an ACL injury. You couldn't bring him in for workouts or nothing like that with a receiver. They have to make cuts, plant their feet. I mean, you just you don't know. I mean, why reach out like that on potential? I mean, that's to me that's just a far reach for me. But I don't know. I hope it work out for him. But that's a far reach. I don't think no other team would have done that.
No, we're gonna see, man, because like I say,
they have a receiver. I understand that, but damn, why do that? Yeah. I could have brought somebody else in there and worked them out. At least I can see what they got. I don't even know what this man gonna be able to be the same player that he was.
Because he got injured he got injured early in the season, right?
Early. He only played 4 games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 4.
So 7. So yeah. I mean, yeah, he could be healed from that ACL injury based on how technology is. So.
Yeah. Like I said, we're gonna see, man, because we all know Diggs as being a great route runner. Boy, and, you gotta. I mean, like you say, man, we're gonna see, and I really would recommend the New England Patriots. I know they professionals and I'm not, but they really better beef up that offensive line, because Drake May has got a world on his shoulders now, because now, like Hugh was stating with Diggs' attitude and his pass, and we really can't judge a man by his pass, but when you come in as a crybaby or a whiner, that's what it staples in your mind. Like, okay, this guy's gonna be a whiner or whatever. He's gonna run the ball. So he wants to, and every wide receiver wants the ball. That's what it is. But New England has to get youth wise. I think they're gonna go youth as far as wide receiver. Travis Hunter would be the perfect acquisition for them. So we'll see. Travis Hunter, Diggs on the other side. Hey, why not?
But I do agree, though. I agree with the McMillan, though.
God, yeah. That dude.
Vrabel drafted A.J. Brown, which is McMillan is kind of that big body possession receiver.
Yeah, so exactly.
Top off, so
yeah,
there you go. Be good. That's number 1.
Exactly. I'm with that. I'm with that. That'll probably be the best way to go for New England. All right, man. Last but not least, good old Micah Parsons, man. Micah Parsons, he calls DeMarcus Lawrence criticism ridiculous. Watch the tape. The Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence spat continues to devolve in the offseason void. The former teammate spat following Lawrence's signing in Seattle, culminating in the elder pass rusher suggesting that if Parsons spent less time tweeting and more time focusing on winning, he wouldn't have left. Plot thickens. In a recent interview with Clarence Hill of All City DLLS, Parsons took offense to the idea that his off-field pursuits had anything to do with the Cowboys' lack of on-field success. He said this, and I quote, "I think it's ridiculous," Parsons said. "You watch the tape. There's no question I'm locked in. I'm giving my actual best effort out there on the field, which I think that's all that matters. I have an obligation to be the leader of my family, to take care of my family, and to prove that, and that's to provide for them. I keep the main thing, but I like off-field adventures too. Everyone has their selection of how they want to deal with things. Some people drink, some people smoke. I like to tweet. I like to be active and know about ball. I like to know what everyone else is doing, and that's just me. I don't drink, I don't smoke. Where I care about is the effort you give me on the football field, and that's something you can't question. I know I'm one of the best players, and as long as I'm performing that way, it shouldn't matter. When you jump outside on the goal line, is that because I'm tweeting? I think it's ridiculous and it's outrageous. I'll read this. The 4-time Pro Bowler is correct that off-field hobbies rarely, if ever, affect actual on-field play. There have been plenty of players who have had a voice outside the lines and found sustained success. To each his own. However, those recreations provide excuses for those looking for reasons a team might not be successful, even if they're a red herring. Let's go over to the back to the reigning MVP on this one here. Not Stephon, Lord have mercy. Micah Parsons. Your thoughts on Michael Parsons and Micah Parsons tweets about former teammate DeMarcus Lawrence, and do you agree with him as far as tweeting as a active player?
I mean, yeah, that's the man's personal, business. Like some people actually, some of them celebrities actually got people that handle. Some of them got people that handle their Twitter account and things of that nature.
Absolutely.
He's one of the pro athletes that actually handles his own Twitter account, and for reasons, he's also in the podcast world as well. So he gets a little bit of flack about that as well. I think he shouldn't do that during the games, during the season.
I agree.
I don't think he should be on doing podcasts during the season, because it's sometimes I done watched a few of his shows and I'm like, bro, you giving away a lot of what your organization don't want you to give away.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's exactly a bad look. And you're doing that during the course of the season. I can understand if it's like a Netflix documentary, like the quarterback or the wide receiver, and they're doing a documentary following the pass rushers and the elite pass rushers in the league. I can understand him doing that. The cameras following him around. He can kind of control that. But your podcast, and that's something that you taking time out after a loss to go on and speak what's happening. As a teammate, my first mentality is, if my teammate going on his podcast to say something about what just transpired in the course of a 2 hour, in the course of the 2 hours, the game 3 hours, game 60 minutes, but all the timeouts and things of that nature. Sometimes games run over as far as watching it as being a fan. But as playing it, the full 60 minutes, my mentality would be like, bro, this is where your mindset is at when we just out here grinding. So I can see where DeMarcus Lawrence is coming from. You already got a big cloud around you about your podcasting. Now you tweeting. So that's why I can understand where you came from as far as stating the fact that we got evidence of after games, you jumping right on Bleacher Report and
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right after, whatever transpired. They could have had a tough loss against the Eagles. They can had a blowout loss against the Vikings or somebody like that. Let's just hypothetically speaking, he would go on after and say what he had to say. Now, as far as with Michael Parsons, his mentality of him tweeting out, that's his personal business. He's on his phone. I can't tell nobody what to do on their phone. I don't pay his phone bill. I rarely like people trying to tell me what to do on my phone. So
exactly.
I get what you're saying, And as far as the aspect of him throwing a little bit of shade towards DeMarcus Lawrence as far as going off sides on goal line plays and things of that nature, that's evident. DeMarcus Lawrence,
Evident.
Micah Parsons could have came out and said, well, bro, you sitting here asking why I wasn't doing so much. Where was you at the last 7-8 weeks of the season? DeMarcus Lawrence coming off an injury. He was injured majority of the season last year. So
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? How much is Micah Parsons supposed to do by himself? You actually the guy that he got drafted behind. DeMarcus Lawrence was the guy that was there prior to. He was the elite pass rusher that they brought in during Romo tenure early before they made the transition to Dak Prescott. So
that's right.
How does that look as far as you being a veteran? You wasn't there for your guy when he needed you to be there. You wasn't in physical shape to go the full season. You know what I'm saying? So Micah Parsons could bring that up, but to me, I just feel like it's just all the drama that we always hear that's happening around this time to keep the Cowboys as far as off-season relevancy, because that's pretty much what they're best for. They're best for the off-season relevancy.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna hear about them during the regular season because it's the regular season.
Yes,
so their games is always microscope as far as wins and losses. I
totally agree. I totally agree with that.
But as far as these two being, teammates and things of that nature, they could have handled it a different way. I know they both got each other's numbers. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like them two being teammates, going to war together for a few years and things of that nature, being within that organization, somebody should have got them two together and said, how about y'all just talk this out without having the tweets going back and forth? Because it blows it up bigger than what it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? It makes it think like, oh, well, is Micah Parsons doing this for clicks for his podcast? And DeMarcus Lawrence finally said something as soon as he went to a different organization. Was it real conflict there? When these brothers could have just talked it out, they could have been like, man, you know what? You called Marcus Lawrence or Micah Parsons, and where's Dak Prescott in this? You supposed to be a leader. Why you ain't leading your team and saying, bro, Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence has left our organization. We need to focus on winning a championship and bringing a championship. Focus on what we need to do as an organization.
I agree.
That's the type of stuff that Dak Prescott gets called out for as being a leader. So I think when it all settled down, it's going to come down to, if Seattle has a bad losing record, you won't hear nothing from DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah.
The Cowboys win, you're going to hear, well, dang, looks like Micah Parsons don't need to stop doing this and that. So it is. To me, I really don't care too much about the situation. I just wish that these guys, these guys that got these super platforms that are downing us. Regular people that got platforms.
Come on.
Why is it though that it takes for us as being regular people in y'all world to tell y'all to do common sense situations?
Come on,
me
Rob.
and the person got an issue, I'm gonna call that person. I'm not gonna sit there and tweet about them. What I'm gonna tweet about them for? When I can just sit there and have a conversation with that person.
Yeah.
That's my mentality in the whole situation.
Yeah. God damn it. Darn it. Sorry. Yeah. That's all. Hey, bro, that's all. Yeah, you killed it, bro. When you said Dak Prescott, oh my God, that was the question. That was the next question I was going to ask you, but you already killed that. Where is Dak Prescott, the leader of this team, the quarterback? Like, you need to. Oh, Rocky did it. You did it, bro. You did it. All right, Q. I already know. I've been knowing this man a long time. I know this man for a long, long time. And I already know exactly where he coming from. So you guys buckle up because here he come. Q, How you feel? Your thoughts on Micah Parsons? He tweets about former teammate DeMarcus Lawrence. And how do you feel about him saying that the tweeting does not affect his play on the field?
Well, I mean, the man already done told you that, that is something like a hobby of his. A lot of people like to drink beer, smoke weed, whatever they do. That's his hobby, and he loves it. It's on the inside of him, technology. Um, to me, that's just the way the generation is. Now we see so much. Seen that with LeBron James on the Pat McAfee show, on these podcasts, talking about people and all this stuff. And that's what they do. They get on these podcasts and talk about people and knowing somewhere they got to face these people somewhere, sometime. And then, that when it becomes, you're not in front of podcast, that's when it becomes man on man.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, to me, if someone's saying something about me and you're on a podcast, and like T-Rock says, you can't address me in my face, as soon as I see you, I'll never forget that. And I want to know, what was that stuff you were saying on your podcast? I'm in front of your face now. Let's do it man to man. Let's forget about technology. You got something against me, air it off your chest right now. Don't do it on the podcast and hide. To me, I think that just, to me, it's like a game to them. It's just something that, to me, doesn't allow you to be a real man. It allows you to hide. I would not dare, to me, personally, get on a podcast and talk about a man. And if I can't say that to that man's face, I just can't do it. I mean, because to me, if he was a former teammate and I've seen all these things before, why wait till the man leave and get on the podcast and say these things about that man? He in the locker room. Why ain't just go and talk to that man?
Yeah, that's man, like your brother. Teammates, man. Y'all like brothers, man.
Now this man looking at some type of way. Now I done got away. Now he gonna say these type of things. Now what done turn to friends, done turn to enemies now. Because now you done sat there and said these things about me, and now I'm thinking, bro, you probably been thinking these things about me. You just didn't never say it because we was on the same organization. But as soon as I get away, you feel like you can say these things away from me because you're not gonna see me no more. But one day you're gonna see me, and when you do see me, you're gonna have to address this what you said on these podcasts. To me, it's punking out. It's lesser than a man. Why did you not tell this man these things in the locker room, man to man, and you don't have to get on the podcast and air that business out like that? You ain't have to do that. You can just talk to him face to face. You right there.
Right there, brother.
You right there. But why are you doing that? So to me, when you do things like that, I put the word PUNK on a chain around your neck. That's what you is. I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on, bro. It's getting a little ridiculous now with technology, man. I mean, it's not allowing men to be men no more. I mean, it's just crazy, man. I get tired of it. I'm a podcast thing. I mean, what you telling me for? Tell the man, you got a problem. I can't help. Tell the man what you didn't like. It no matter, man, going way across country. Now you want to talk about the man. You want a chain with PUNK and then also one BITCH on it. Both of those. I mean, but come on, man. It's just getting downright. It's just getting downright pitiful, man. It's getting downright pitiful.
What a real man at Q.
Come on, bro. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Charles Haley didn't have that problem when he was playing in the NFL. He like a man too. He ain't saying nothing till he see you. And it's on site. And if I was DeMarcus Ward, as long as I see him, it's on site. Because I thought we were brothers in the locker room, man. You can come to me for anything. Why would y'all get away with these things about me? The words hurt, man. They hurt.
Yeah, they do.
They hurt, man. And you got to be able to handle things better than men and start getting on these podcasts, man, and talking about somebody, man. You know how much that make you look, you know how small that make you look, man. But you think that make you look big. I don't know where they get that from. I don't know where they get that. I just don't understand where they get that from. I mean, this world is crazy, man. But to me, I'm a real man. You got to face me one day. I'm gonna see you one day. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna handle this like men. We're gonna talk about it. We're two ways. We're gonna talk about it, or we just gonna go ahead and do what we got to do and be two sets of lights, blue and red. It don't matter. I'm getting in the blue. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know where you going, but I'm just telling you. You know, man. I don't understand how a man could talk about a man and not tell that man that stuff to his face. And I'm a real man. I don't want to be a part of no podcast. I don't want to be a part of no podcast with somebody talking to me about somebody. Because I'm going to be like, bro, look, bro. I don't go that route, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I don't care. I don't go that route. I don't care how much money I'm making. It's not about the money for me to make somebody look bad, man. You a man, bro. Why you come to me with that? Go address that man, bro. I'm going to tell you that. You're not bad. That make you look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then now you don't put me in a position. I'm somewhere out there hanging out with my family and that man see me. Or I see what your boy said on your podcast. Look, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now don't put me in all that kind of stuff. It's that sissified women's bullshit crap. That's what it is.
I told you I was coming.
It's bad. It's bad, bro. That's terrible. That is terrible, man. You're not an analyst where you're supposed to critique somebody's play. That's not your job.
You're a player.
That's your job. But to me, like I say, you were lesser than a man. You was right there in the locker room with that man. Every week, every day. Perhaps you could have told that man what you wanted to tell him instead of getting on the podcast and wait that man go way across the country.
Mm-hmm. Just to say.
And I'm telling you, that was me. I see you. I'm slapping you on sight.
Hey, he did wait over. He went from Texas to Seattle. That is
to Seattle, bro. And then now he's starting to say something. Get out of here, bro.
Country, they're gonna talk about the man. I mean, come on, bro. You need to put the H chain on and that PUNK chain on. Get it platinum, bro. Get them in bold levels. I don't care about your play on the game. As a man, use a pump.
Yeah.
That was low, man. He could.
That was low. That was terrible, man.
Yeah.
That was terrible, man. And then I think about I'm in the locker room. I'm a teammate with you now. You probably think about some things about me, but you're gonna wait till I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm gonna be like, look, man, hey, bro, if you got something to say to me, bro, say it right now. Don't get on no podcast like you did your man.
No. Yeah.
We can handle it right now. That's what I'm gonna be. If I'm in the locker room and I find out he did that to a former teammate, he left. Yeah, I'm like, because if you did to him, you'll do it to me. So I'm looking at look, bro. Me. You got something against me or something, bro? You know what I'm saying? Well, let's handle it right now. Don't get on a podcast and I hear somebody tell me you're talking about me because I'm gonna come see you. And I don't want to go that route. Let's just handle it right here.
When you do things like that, man, it should be more in-house, man.
So people out there be warned. Yeah. People out there be warned, don't you?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. It should be in-house.
Trying to blow your podcast up by putting your foot on a man's neck.
That's true, though. It's true.
That's bullshit.
I wouldn't. Because
I don't think Micah Parsons would have ever said. He wouldn't have never said nothing had.
If he left Dallas,
would have never went in and did an interview.
I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but look at that picture that you got up there. Look at that picture. Look at the picture. Them two brothers right there, man. Yeah. Two brothers. Look at Stephen A. and Stephen A. and LeBron James. Them two brothers. Mm-hmm. Why we got to continue to do this? Why we got to continue to do this, man? We forget about our history, and when I look at you, I see me.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
And why we can't do it like that? I'm not gonna bash my brother. You know what I'm saying? Why I'm gonna bash the man?
No, I don't do that.
Especially when y'all go to war. You've been like,
exactly. You've been to war, bro. You've been to war.
You mad the man left for some. Are you mad? What you're doing? You're mad because the man left. That's what you're doing. Now you want to talk about the man because he left.
Yeah.
You're supposed to wish the man well. He's doing what he's doing for his family.
Yeah.
You got to understand that. Yeah, I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna talk about the man. He had to make that choice for his well-being of his family. I don't know what he might best for his family. All nobody knows him.
But that's his opinion, because what he stated, that he said he left Dallas or Super Bowl. He said he can win a Super. He know for sure that he can win a Super Bowl in Seattle. Basically, in layman's terms, saying that he's not going to win it in Dallas. That mentality is not there.
Because he's a smart man, because I've been said that. I've been said Marcus Parsons need to go ahead and get the hell up out of there. Didn't I say that?
Oh no, DeMarcus Lawrence was the one that said that. The one on the
I said Micah Parsons a while back. I've been saying he's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Did I say that? I said that franchise is doomed.
Yeah.
I said that.
They gave him a deal yet?
Who?
They ain't give him a deal yet.
You stay there, he a fool.
Oh no, they haven't given a deal. They
only paid CD and Dak Prescott.
But if he stay there, he a fool. I'm just telling you, he has to stay there.
That's another reason why DeMarcus Lawrence said that.
Huh?
I said that could be another reason why he probably said that to him. Like, bro, you ain't even got paid. Like Jerry Jones don't even value you to pay you before he paid the wide receiver and the quarterback. Like,
exactly. Look how long it took him for Dak Prescott to get his money. Look how long it took. We did two episodes on that in the past.
I get it.
Jerry Jones hold on to the pocketbook, man. Everybody know that. You got to damn near choke him ass to death to get something out of him. I mean, come on, bro. The franchise is not going nowhere. You're supposed to be in there, grab your parachute.
He gonna see the writing on the wall, depending on how the season go.
Crash time.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
That's what, but we ain't mean no more.
No.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie said it, man. He said we losing 91% of young males that are being raised now are losing the masculinity in their home.
Yeah.
He said that's why he don't buy. He said that's why he don't buy his kids certain things, and why he prepped his sons to look after the house when he's not gone, when he's not at home. And honestly, I use this. I mean, to my mentality, I piggyback off a lot of things I hear from y'all to how to go about raising my kids, and especially raising my sons, because me losing my father at such a young age. So it ain't like it's something I've seen all my life. I had to learn how to be a man from watching other guys watching them how to be men. So
that's it. That's how we. With podcasts, I had to see how other podcasts are, and that's how you learn, man. You learn from successful things. Rock, that's a barbershop episode. If it ain't it right there, that is a totally big barbershop episode. Right there.
You gotta learn from those who are least successful at being. That's my mentality. I'm gonna learn from guys that are being successful at being a man, because I was raised by a person. I was raised by a man that was successful. And that's what I want to be. You can only learn from those of some of those people that are teaching you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just about how you go about it. And make your moves.
Yes. That man, God, that is a great barbershop episode right there. That's how you learn, bro. You learn from the best. Learn from the best. I mean, even I'm gonna shut up. I promise I am. But I when I played basketball, bro, man, I used to mimic my 3 guys. I mimic my game. Well, 2 guys actually. I mimic my game off of Paul Pierce and Tracy McGrady. I swear, I used to watch everything. I watched everything. I said, I'm gonna do this. And it helped me.
Both of them.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Host, you got a son, and Q Dog, he didn't raise a daughter. I got daughter, so I need the knowledge from both of y'all.
Hey, I need knowledge from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, hey, bro, I'm a fan of you, man. What you talking about? Hey, boy, it's something special though. Gotta love it. Don't do all kind of remixes in it. All right, good talk, man. Good talk, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about Russell Wilson signing with the New York Giants. Stephon Diggs is now a New England Patriot. He's back in the AFC East. And Micah Parsons, as you can see right here on the screen, that the tweeting between him and his former teammate, Micah Parsons. We talked about all this today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my joint is freezing here. But ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for the day, man. As always, we want to thank you. What's going on here with my mouse? Hold up. My mouse is stuck. Technology, boy, I tell you. Whatever the hell. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today, man. As always, we want to thank you for stopping by, for watching another episode of the Real to Sports Talk Show. Shout out to everyone all around the world, man, that has shown the dog and the MVP some love, man. So thank y'all for showing love. And even old Mark, young Mark in his absence, man. I want to thank the illustrious podcast panel for sharing their knowledge and opinions on the show today. And again, thank you for watching this show. I don't know what's going on with my mouse, y'all. Oh, I think my mouse is dead. Huh. Well, I don't know what the hell. My mouse is dead. It's crazy. Q! Rock! Take us out while I fix this thing.
Well, start off and then let Q Dog lead us out. Just want to say a big shout out to everybody out there. Keep tuning in, keep subscribing. Tell everybody, your mama, your uncle, your granddaddy, all your cousins out there. Let them know Real to Sports Podcast is here on YouTube. And we here to stay. 3 years and counting. We got some good UFL on tonight. Basketball, college basketball, if you're into that. March Madness, the Elite Eight. Coming into the night, we got some big games, and just like to say, love always to my family and friends out there, and Real to Sports. Q Dog.
3 years. Can't hear you, Q.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I was just going to thank y'all for coming in today. Enjoying the content. And the last thing. We come in again and bring you the best information we can bring you. We're going into the month of April, which will be draft towards the end of the month. Get prepared for that, and hope your teams are getting together and getting their heads together and make the right moves to get the right players for your organization. So, you know, that we can, us Vikings, move on to the NFC Championships. I don't know about hosting T-Rock.
Yeah.
I can't speak for them, but
Not me.
But I
Not me. We got, hey, it's a long way to the top.
They'll come out of dormant this year.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll germinate this year. So
I
come out.
hope so.
Yeah, so come out the soul and blossom this year in January. But otherwise than that, I enjoyed it. I'm sure you hope y'all enjoyed it. And stay tuned next week. We'll be live again at 1:00, 1 to 3, to give you some more information. Real Sport Podcast. That's where it's at, baby. Don't miss it.
Yes, sir. Drew to the game is in the building. What's up, Drew? Drew. Bella's always putting in work. Drew to the game. What's up, boy? The Baltimore Ravens is in the building. Drew to the game. Drew to the game, man.
Ooh, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord. Well, like
you got the wrong purple on, Drew. What D-Flock at? You got the wrong purple on, Drew. What D-Flock at?
You doing the gritty.
Go.
Go. Game, man. Wait a minute. Oh, man. Love back to you, bro. Love back to you, man. No doubt. No doubt.
We'll be back over there this season. We'll be back over there. The first lady will be back, Drew.
Drew to the game. He got him working. He said he vacuuming. Got him working.
Oh, you're
yes, sir.
Good man, Drew. You over to get your That's all right there, Drew.
Hey,
you earn your strike.
Send him over there to Q. Send him over there to Q. He got plenty of work for him.
Yeah, come on, I got you, baby. Got you.
We'll test 8. Be the year for 8. I can't see it. Are we talking about Lamar?
Oh man, I ain't trying to hear that. You need to put a 1 in front of that, Drew. Put a 1 in front of that. Nah, bro. KOC, baby. Oh yeah, your boy got an extension too. His coach got a 3-year extension.
Who?
The coach for Baltimore.
Harbaugh.
Yeah, he got a 3-year extension.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3-year extension. Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. That dude's successful every year. Get out of here.
You can't argue that.
No,
don't try to fire him. Don't try to fire him. You always try to fire him. Don't fire him, Drew.
Man, that's Super Bowl, man. Come on now. Let him live. Let him live, bro. Hey,
yeah,
man, it's good.
Him and Mike Tomlin, longest leg. Him and Mike Tomlin got the longest.
And same division and all, man. Let them guys ride on the sunset, bro. One more for Drew. The extension means he's not doing squat. He's running Lamar's success. Yeah.
Oh, man, come on. You got to get off that number 8. That number 8 ain't gonna do you nothing. He ain't gonna get you there to the promised land, bro. He ain't got no Moses King. He ain't gonna get you there.
He ain't part of the Red Sea, bro. Boy, y'all know.
He gonna shoot you the wolf tickets, baby. Leave him alone. You know I had to mess with you. I ain't seen you in a minute, baby.
Yeah, boy.
That first lady will be back.
We'll be back. Shout out to Drew to the game. Shout out to Drew to the game and the live chat. The dog, y'all came, boy. They showed up. Some of them showed up. Man, my stomach growling. Ooh, y'all know it's time to eat now. I'm hungry, boy. All right, but like the dog say, man, we will be back in the building next Saturday at 1 p.m. with more up-to-date news on sports around the world. Speaking around the world, man, everybody around. Shout out to the MVP. The MVP won't be here next week, man. But hey, shout out to the MVP already, man. It'll be me and the dog bringing it through. We'll take it. We'll be first and goal, and I send the dog on through. Let's go to touchdown for it, man. But everybody around the world, man, thank you guys for watching the show. You guys, y'all know the deal. What's up about? Why she look like you, Rock?
Yeah, she do.
Little MVP. Everybody around the world that's watching the show, thank y'all for tuning in. Hope you guys entertained with the MVP and the dog. Until then, see you next week, 1 p.m. Saturday, right here on YouTube. Everybody around the world, please be safe and stay safe. And that's an order.